All right, so today is April 19th. We are going to be talking about ratio and proportion. So the last thing we did in math was fractions. And if you understood fractions, oh my God, you're going to be a whiz at this. This is going to be so much the same thing, more or less. So the first thing I want to ask you is, what's a ratio? Well, a ratio is basically a proportion, or I just said the word. A ratio is basically describing parts of a whole. So let me draw something ridiculous. Here's a box. And I'm going to put some different colored things in it. Let's put some red circles. And let's put some green stuff. All right, hope you can see all the different colors. All right, so if I were to ask you, what is the ratio of, let's see, green to red? That's the first question. What is the ratio of, let's see, red to green? And one more. How about green to total? All right. So when I'm asking you these things, I'm asking for the ratio of one thing to the next. I'm just asking you to basically count and tell me what's the relationship between the things that are being listed. So when I say ratio or proportion, I'm actually talking about relationships, not the kind of relationships that you see happening in the hallways among your friends or when you watch your favorite drama on TV. I'm just talking about, like, just number them off, the actual numbers. Let's take a look at the first one. The ratio of green to red. So how many greens are there? So let's do this one, sorry. The ratio of green to red. How many greens? 1, 2, 3. And how many reds? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. All right. Now I can't write it as 3, 5. I need something in between them. I could write the word 2, similar to what's here, or the symbol the mathematical symbol I'm going to use is a colon. So when I'm asking for the ratio of green to red, I just want to count how many green. I said green first, so I'm going to put that number first. And how many red? That number goes second. And the word 2 gets turned into a colon. That's the 2 dots there. I'm sure you've seen that before at some point in your life, right? Next one. What is my ratio of red to green? Well, I already counted this. This time, this one's going to look different because I asked for red first. That's 5. There's 5 of those. And how many greens? 1, 2, 3. 3. And I'm going to put the 2 dots between it. What's the difference between these 2 ratios? Well, in one of them, the green got mentioned first. In the other one, red got mentioned first. Does it matter which one you put first? Yes, absolutely. If I ask for green first, you got to give me the green first. If you ask for red first, you got to put the red first. And last one, what is the ratio of green to the total? Well, I know green, there's 3 of them. How many are there total? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. There's my ratio of green to total, 3 to 8. All right, can I just ask by show of hands, how many of you already knew this? Let me just take a quick peek. All right, you're welcome to put your hands back down when you on your own. So that's ratio. I mean, it's almost not even math. It's just asking you to put things in order and to tell how they're related to each other. Can you come up with another ratio with this image that I haven't already given? I've got green to red is 3 to 5. Red to green is 5, 2, 3. Not 2 like the number 2, TO2. And green to total is 3 to 8. Is there another ratio that I haven't included in this yet? Thank you. Tujan says red to total. Thank you. So if you wanted to do red to total, it would be, how many reds are there? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Total is 8, 5 to 8. Any others? Can I do, oh, I know. This is going to be irritating. How about if I did blue to green? What is the ratio of blue to green? Well, I don't have any blue. Yeah, let's see if anybody answered that one. Yeah, there you go. Thank you. So blue to green would be 0 to 3. Why 0? Because I don't have any blue. I don't know why I even talked about blue. But I can invite elements that are not there. And when you count it, you're like, oh, there's no blue. So there it is, 0. You can have a 0 in there. All right. How about if I ask you what's total to green? If I ask you total to green, then you would just, hang on a second, where's my eraser? Oh, excuse me. Let's try this. If I said, what's the total to green? Is that acceptable? Can I do it that way? Sure. Total is 8. Green is 3. So I can flip my ratios as well, and the bigger number can come first. Whatever comes first is what you're going to list first. Whatever comes second is what you list second. Let's do one more. That's super irritating. How about, nah, actually that's enough irritating. All right, so those are ratios. The interesting thing about ratios is that you can list them as with the 2 dots, or you can list them as fractions if you really wanted to. So another way to write a ratio is as a fraction. So you've got all these already. You can list them this way too. Oh, red to green could be listed as, I'm sorry, green to red. You can list it as a fraction as well, 3 over 5. Sorry, green to red. Red to green would be 5 over 3. And green to total would be 3 over 8. So I'm using the exact same numbers. Ratios can be written, going horizontally, or they can be written as fractions. Whatever is spoken first is the numerator. Whatever is spoken second is the denominator. And that's ratios. So far, so good. Am I allowed to have like a 3-part ratio? What if I asked you for, I don't know, red to green to total? I can have a 3-part ratio. Red is 5, remember? Green was 3, and total is 8. You can have a 3-part ratio. Please, I wouldn't write that as a fraction though. That would just look ridiculously stupid. You don't want a fraction with like too many fraction bars. All right, so if you're gonna have more than 3 things in a ratio, write them going across. All right, so I'm gonna pause our video here.